Mic test, mic test.
Well, today we have another video where Charlie has taken upon himself to make another video about seasonal anime. One Punch Man Season 3 was due to water, but now perhaps we have something worth to glaze about. Let's see what Charlie has to say.
Glaze is a powerful thing, and it spreads like a virus.
Hold up. Volume check.
Glaze is a powerful thing,
Mm.
and it spreads like a virus.
True.
To some people, it's like a drug almost, where they can't help but just spread it. And
Thank you.
what
Thank
you
you.
find
Thank you.
glaze-worthy, I might not, and vice versa. But I'm something of a glaze epidemiologist, where once something starts to spiral, I start to study and try and
Is it that worth? Is it that hype? Is it that glaze worthy? Did Sentence to Be a Hero actually live up to the hype?
sink my teeth into it to find out, does it deserve this level of adoration? And such is the case with an anime that just premiered called Sentenced to Be a Hero.
It's crazy that Moist Critical is talking about Sentence to Be a Hero. This is like the production staff, Crunchyroll, whatever you name it, their wet dream. This isn't even a paid sponsorship. They would have to spend millions on a campaign, influencer campaign, to make a bunch of shills be like, wow, I watched that anime, it was kind of good. They have no actual like opinions about the anime. They're just a bunch of fucking paid mouths. This guy genuinely watches and cares, and he has a platform that overshadows anybody, pretty much. 14.5 million subs. When did this video go up? This shit went up 23 minutes ago. It's about to hit 100k views before 30 minutes. Oh my god, this anime is gonna fucking blow up.
I'd never heard of it before, but seemingly out of nowhere, tons of people gushing grannies over it. I've even seen some people say that this will be the biggest anime of the season, which is
No, it's not gonna be. I think the biggest anime of the season will be Jujutsu Kaisen Season 3 Culling Games due to the nature of the arc that it's covering. Super hype. Anyone can join in and enjoy it. It is the pinnacle of aura farming. The industry talents best are gathering in to deliver a project. Not saying there aren't other shows with production value that can keep up with this, such as Fate Strange Fake, Sentenced to Be a Hero, Frieren, maybe even Oshinoko, but the overall nature of a battle shonen in one of the most hype arcs with a community that's thriving, still living off after the manga ended through Modulo and everything else, and so many more. I think JJK will be number one. It just makes sense. But Sentenced to Be a Hero absolutely contends for that top tier position.
big boy words. That's beefier than this fart. Don't know if the mic picked it up. That one was just a bunch of air.
Yeah, and that might be the case of Sentenced to Be a Hero in a couple of weeks. His fart couldn't even pick it up. That's the foreshadowing right there. It's cooked. It's just wet. It's just hot air. It's just gas, bro. It's gonna die off after the first episode. 2-week hiatus, not hiatus. This shit ain't gonna come out till January 15th, episode 2. I wonder if that's gonna harm anything. I don't think so. As long as the quality continues, it's gonna peak.
The hair was a silencer on that one. Not a lot of bass there. Point is,
Bro used his ass pubic hair as a silencer for the noise of his fart.
this is a stacked season for anime. Some huge names are coming in for a new season that people are extremely excited for. But right now, all eyes and all attention are on Sentenced to Be a Hero. Now,
Sentenced to Be
granted, it has
peak.
started before a lot of the other ones, but it has a huge 9.1 rating as of me making this video. So, of course, I had to check it out. Does it live up to the hype?
Yeah.
Now, there's only one episode of it right now, but it's an hour long, which I really appreciate it. I think that's always pretty special. To me, that shows like a level of confidence in the show that they believe it's going to be a spectacle, and we're coming out, you know, the gloves are
Swinging.
off. So it's 1 hour.
I think that it's one of the best things you can do to basically get a hook. What is a hook? You want to capture the audience's attention. Their audience's attentions and interest are very, it's like ephemeral, right? This thing, people's attention goes anywhere else. You need to give them such a strong impression that they're latched onto it. And a mini movie length with movie quality level of just animation happening, I think it did. But here's the funniest part. I made a post about Sentenced to Be a Hero, I think. Where was it? Sentenced to Be a Hero actually lived up to the hype. A lot of people are happy. A lot of people are... No, it did not! And... Twitter bio... at Fate Anime only. Nah, this is a fucking Fate Strange fake tourist, bro. Nah. What the? Nah, salty ass. Rather than celebrating and enjoying these shows together, no, it's mid. Mushoku Tensei Wannabe. From the first episode, that clears anything that will be coming out. Not like animation wise, but genuinely a 10 out of 10 episode for me. If it keeps up, then it'll be one of my favorite animes. And then you got a bunch of arguments going on over here too. But I genuinely do think that the first episode did live up to the hype. I think Fate Strange Fake also lived up to the hype. I think both being so fucking peak right now is something that we should cherish and be happy about. Like, this is amazing. We're fucking eating it up.
Our premiere.
Not gonna lie though, I do enjoy idiots that engage in tribalism, team sports, saying, nuh-uh, if it's not our show, then it's garbage. Because this stokes controversy, it stokes engagement. A lot of people are going to be quote retweeting, replying, people are going to be making videos, and then the drama content. So in terms of content, absolutely, I want people to be as stupid and as retarded as possible. It is just free real estate.
Here for Sentenced to be a Hero. And let me tell you, wow, is it impressive. Like, the visuals in this are incredible. I saw that was a lot of people's like big point is how great the action is in Sentenced to be a Hero. They weren't lying. It is constant action throughout this hour, and it is animated beautifully.
So you're telling me when Solo Leveling pops off with beautiful animation and action, people call it fucking Oonga Boonga crayon eating, but suddenly Sentenced to be a Hero does that shit and they call it peak? The fuck? Now, come on. Now, let's not be dishonest. Let's talk about the story, right? There's got to be more than just the action, right?
It goes fucking hard. And I love that our main character, Xylo's power, isn't the standard, like super strength kind of thing. He uses sacred seals. One of them lets him fly.
Yeah.
And the main one you see him using for combat,
explosive ones,
is he imbues swords with fire and light, which cause them to explode. So he throws swords that blow up on impact, and he uses it to kill demons.
And every time it explodes, the explosion, gas, physics, the details, the structures, the different layers of coloring, the way that the gas expands, the physics behind it, man, it is a visual fucking spectacle. Every time it happens, it's like fireworks going off. Bro is never gonna swing a sword. He's just gonna throw them. Bro belongs in Fate. This is an archer class.
In this show, they're called fairies. They're controlled by a demon lord. It is extremely hype.
Yeah.
This premiere felt like I was watching the finale to an anime season. Like this.
Honestly, true. Yeah, I could see it like that. It was like one huge fucking battle against the demon lord. I think just again was such a beautiful way to capture all that's necessary to hook the audience in from start to finish. Compelling action, mystery, conspiracy. The post-credit scene too, just give a little bit of crumb of what happened with the past goddess. What is Xylo's sin? And what are the people at the temple doing? What is the conspiracy here?
This was almost anime movie level quality for this hour. I was very, very, very impressed. They were definitely right when it came to the hype around the action and the animation. It was extremely good. Now, I also was
not in terms of just the action too, the monster designs. With this scale of different elements on the map, with like a large scale war, to not have choppy CGI, but to utilize CGI when it's necessary, and to have hand-drawn monster designs that are also so fucking freaky. Like, we had a ballista and a catapult of baby tadpoles being hatched straight out of the egg into the enemy's heads. Like, what the fuck? What about the Demon Lord's cock fucking coming out? What dude was a cockroach that had a cock? Like, it was freaky. The monster designs are creepy as hell. The way that they, like, made me be immersed into the soldier's POV. There's like a shot where the camera is within the helmet of a fucking soldier that's witnessing all his like allies die, and it makes you just feel the gritty nature of war.
Pretty interested in the world they build here. Hero shows are a dime a dozen. That's like the main thing. Even outside of anime, everything
hero shooters
is geared towards like hero type content.
Yeah, even movies, right? It's just Marvel. It's all video games, hero shooters. Yep.
So immediately the name Sentenced to be a Hero, I thought, okay, it'll probably be a pretty generic hero anime, which is fine as long as, it's cool. They give it a different spin. So in this universe, being a hero is like the worst thing you can be. It's a crime.
Yeah.
Rather, it is like the biggest possible punishment for criminals.
Yes.
When people see a hero like Xylo, they're not excited, they're angry, they're upset.
How dare you fucking save us? How dare you save our lives? Oh, a hero, disgusting.
Because they know that the reason he is a hero is because he was sentenced to be one, meaning he is the lowest of the low. He is a piece of shit that took a shit. If you are punished, like the worst imaginable punishment in that world is being sentenced to be a hero, which gives you basically immortality, where even if you do die on hero duty, they drag your soul back from hell in order to make you be a hero again.
You also have to drag the body back to the temple, right? That's what they're implying in the beginning, saying Dota was talking about, nah, it doesn't need to be my body as long as a vessel is there. So that's a very interesting concept where the soul can simply be inserted into whatever body. Does it even have to be like a humanoid body?
So you're constantly being fundamentally tortured on the front lines fighting for the rest of the people around you. So it's not like a noble position, it's like the worst position, which is an interesting spin on it. And also, they introduce goddesses, which are like these weapons that are utilized by the knights. However, in episode 1, our hero, Xylo, makes a pact with a goddess, and they are fundamentally like the most powerful weapon against the fairies / the demon lords.
And they just happen to all be 9-year-old girls, huh? These are man-made artificial weapons created to counter the demon lords, but they're all just lollies. Interesting. Okay.
It's a really interesting spin off of tropes in the anime hero.
And in terms of the immortality thing, I think that what you need to realize is there are stakes. Just because you die and you get resurrected doesn't mean that you can keep doing it, especially for our main character, where his entire motivation, I think, is to not forget the memories. You would think that he would want to forget the memories of what happened with this previous goddess, because we learn later on that the previous goddess, the more that they expend their power, they're like a candle, you know, you're burning it too much, and at a certain point it's done, right? So that's what he's sentenced to be a hero about. But on top of that, he doesn't want to lose those memories, and now it's like a struggle of trying to survive at no matter what cost, right? And the fact that if you die, the hollowification of your humanity, you keep losing your mentality, your memory, you're gonna turn into a numb, just fucking berserker on the field, right? So just because you can resurrect doesn't mean you can just abuse it.
Genre, and I'm very curious to see where it goes. That being said, it's very simple so far. We're only an hour in. Our main character, he was betrayed, and his crime seems to have all been a setup, and now he's forced to endure this eternal punishment for it, where he is viewed as like the ultimate evil.
Now, why would the temple punish Xylo? Because they're gaslighting him about the nature of a goddess, that he slayed her, but he gives context why he did it. The goddess was basically becoming corrupted by blight after that point where she burned everything. And at that point, it's just like, is the temple trying to hide the truth of like, oh, they don't want the public to know of this potential threat. It's going to cause hysteria and panic. Or what about the other way? Do you think they want to see a demon lord utilize one of those lolly goddesses? But why would they want to do that? Unless the temple is secretly on making the demon lords too. You know what I mean? Like, who really is the leader behind the scenes? Like, the more I think about how they're trying to cover everything up, the more I realize I think the conspiracy might extend beyond just our faction.
And of course, there's other heroes around him, and now he has a new goddess that he has made a pact with, and they will be fighting fairies and demon lords, presumably for the rest of the season. So while it's not extremely deep right now, I could never expect it to be after just one episode, 1 hour long, but it is enough to get me hooked on the show. Yeah, and I want to see it through for sure. Like,
hopefully the hook and, you know, this feeling of wanting more is gonna, you know, last more than a couple days, because we're sentenced to wait 2 weeks right now. I mean, it's 10 more days now. January 15th it's coming out, but goddamn, man, the average person, they might just forget about that shit by then.
The action was incredible, the animation was amazing, and I do think the narrative is interesting enough and different enough from the others in there that it feels fresh. Overall, I really liked it. I definitely understand why there's so much hype around it now. I think it lives up to the hype for sure. Now, I do want to express there is only one episode out. So
it's basically 2 episodes in one.
I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that this is like the best episode in the season. Like, maybe from here, the animation takes a fucking nosedive.
Yeah. Not a nosedive, but the quality is going to not be consistent. It's ridiculous to even assume that you're going to be able to keep up this level of quality. I think that there will be a reduction in quality, but not to a significant point where it looks really bad like One Punch Man Season 3. I think it's going to be consistent. I think it's going to be great. And then there will be standout episodes. Maybe episode 11. I don't know. We got some animators, giving us little intel about certain episodes they're going to be, putting me back on. So episode 6 and 11, maybe. I think there are going to be moments that peak again. But the overall quality to expect individual episodes to compete with movie level premiere, it's unrealistic.
We've seen it before. Ninja Kamui.
Anime Original of the Year. Ninja Kamui, baby. Oh my god. It's going to win an award at this rate.
Lord help us. Anyone that watched that train wreck unfold. The first 3 episodes, fucking masterpiece. And then it just eats the fattest ass you've ever seen. CGI out the wazoo, becomes like the worst mecha anime ever. They even had like AI images in it at one point. It was a fucking disaster. But it had 3 amazing, beautiful episodes in the beginning.
And that's all you need, baby. All you gotta do is catfish for the first couple of weeks and dip out and you win a fucking award, because the average anime watcher doesn't even watch anime, bro. They just watch the first couple episodes and they forget about it and they talk as if they know about it and they fucking vote that shit in. Thank you, Crunchyroll.
Huge bait and switch with Ninja Kamui. I'm praying that's not the case with Sentenced to be a Hero. I'm pretty optimistic it won't go down that path, but I wanted to at least make a mention that it's something kind of in the back of my head here, since this was such an explosive, beautiful start to it. I don't know how many episodes are going to be in this season, but I wonder if they can keep up that level of quality throughout the
I think there's like 12 or 13, right?
Entire series here. I feel like they probably can. I think they probably wouldn't have done an hour blowing their load right away if the rest is just trash. Like if the rest is dog shit, I don't think they would just dump an hour immediately. They'd probably want to spread that out as much as they could.
I don't know. Would you want consistent mid or moments of peak while sacrificing some of the other shit that's not compelling? I care more about the peaks. I don't care about consistent mid. I care about specific moments that compels me, that makes me feel something. There's a lot of, if obviously, ideally, you want everything to be peak, but let's work in reality right now. To me, specific moments of hype and peak is worth it, because that's how the industry functions. You can't just have unlimited resource management like that in talent and schedule, right? So if we live in a world where you can only pick between moments of spike here and there while sacrificing the quality of other shows, at the same time, consistent mid, I'm going with the peaks.
So I'm pretty confident that it's going to stay very high quality throughout. This was a real pleasant surprise of a show here, and another anime that I'll be watching this season. It really is crazy how stacked this season is.
You should watch Fate Strange Fake. I know he's gonna be watching Jujutsu Kaisen Freerun, right? I don't know about Oshinoko. I don't know if he's that weeb coded.
There are...
Wonder if he should cast out Hell's Paradise. If there's any show that needs help right now, it's Hell's Paradise. Please gas up Hell's Paradise.
So many bangers. And now, from out of nowhere, from the top turnbuckle, Sentenced to be a Hero comes in and just fucking lat spreads. It was a really good premiere. And while we're on the subject of anime, I started Orb on the Movements of the Earth very recently. Well, I started a while ago.
I thought he'd be talking about 100 meters. Bro, watching Orb right now?
But then tons of other stuff came out, so I ended up watching that. Felt the back burner. Started again recently. What an incredible show. I haven't finished it yet, but man, what an amazing show. And then I heard that the creator of Orb...
100 meters time. Glaze.
Made 100 meters.
Yeah.
Mike Dankin hasn't stopped going ballistic over how good 100 meters is, which is the anime movie that's on Netflix right now.
Better than Chainsaw Man movie. Better than Demon Slayer movie. But you know what's better 100 meters? The Soul Leveling movie that's going to drop.
Now, so I also just watched that. What a fucking amazing movie. I've said this for the last, 3-4 years maybe. We are actually in the golden age of animation, like in terms of how incredible these shows look. I know plenty of people will split hairs over the quality of anime that's coming out.
Now, if you spread out and look, of course you're going to have more duds. We have way more volume. But the amount of peaks in that catalog, I think that we are living in the golden age of anime, genuinely. A lot of boomers will say, back in my day when Code Geass and Death Note was airing. Yeah, those are great. But let's be real. If we really honed in and looked at just the peak contenders and looked at the height of animation potential and talent which is consistently honed. To say that animation techniques and the way that you deliver animation has been stagnant since then, I think is ridiculous. I think that it's only been increasing more and more. Of course, the shitty industry nature of projects being, you know, forced down our throats without any proper scheduling or talent, like One Punch Man Season 3 is gonna fuck shit up. And there's gonna be a lot of duds too, but there's a lot of peaks, man. And if you, I think, zoom out and stop focusing on individual shows that got ruined, but look at like animation as a whole, like we are eating this shit up. And not just Japanese animation, right? We got fucking China coming in with some heavy hitters too. Like, bro, it's popping off.
You know, whatever. I'm not here to have that debate. I'm talking purely from the standpoint of animation. It is breathtaking.
Yes.
How incredible the shows.
You're breathtaking. Ain't this the fucking Neo guy?
And movies are that are coming out. Visual masterpieces. Like the spectacle is unbelievable. In 100 meters, there is a 3.5-ish minute
cut
continuous
the raining part where he's getting ready for the rain. Yeah.
Shot that is like painstakingly rotoscoped frame by frame. I looked it up. It's like 9,800 or something drawings just for that one
That's the
section.
one.
It is a clear labor of love, and the passion is oozing out from that film every second.
Yeah.
I was really, really, really impressed with 100 meters.
A lot of people say, and then there's shit like this. I love Twitter. I think one of the best decisions I've done actually is to embrace the Twitter chaos and rather than get upset by it, but just fan the waves of controversy. What am I saying bait used to be believable for? Higurama. What's going on, Higurama? And of course, it's a fucking Mushoku Tensei enjoyer. I love Mushoku Tensei, but whenever I see a rat in the profile, you just know something might be off. It's kind of like pronouns and bios and flag. You know how people get triggered? They see pronouns and bio. They're like, oh, she, her, they? Trans flag. Immediately stereotype. You know what I mean? That's the way I feel about Mushoku Tensei rats. I'm like, if I see a rat, I'm like, there's a high chance. There's a high chance. 5 out of 10. The rotoscoping is jarring and distracting, but aside that, the story felt too corny for me to enjoy. It's hard to believe it was by Orb author. I love people on Twitter, bro. They just be saying shit. They just be saying shit. To me, the rotoscoping, I found a newfound respect for rotoscoping. A lot of people say they feel uncanny valley. That's like art trying to imitate life, like AI shit. You see something, but the physics look off. To me, it made me realize that rotoscoping, when done correctly, the level of character acting and the expression, oh my fucking god, it just feels so alive. I found a new appreciation for rotoscoping. I feel like it's the same kind of concept of people see CGI and they're coded to think CG bad, so I'm gonna say bad. There's plenty of good CG work. Like, you've seen that shit in Ufotable, you just don't even know how to recognize it. So again, just because it's certain technology doesn't mean it's bad. It's about how it's utilized. And rotoscoping, I think, in 100 meters was done masterfully.
And I'm really enjoying Orb, so I'm definitely gonna be finishing Orb as well. Big fan of that creator now. Back-to-back bangers I really like from them.
Bro's like, what, 22 years old? I don't know how old he actually is, but I heard that the author of this show is like really young, which makes me really shocked because of the nature of how profound these stories are, right? The nature of competition, sacrifice. Oh, he's 28 now? Okay. But I think it was 22 when he wrote maybe 100 meters or Orb, but that shocked me. I thought these are like philosophical sage words coming from like a veteran, not like a fucking young kid.
I just wanted to briefly mention that here since I'm just yapping about anime. Incredible stuff is coming out right now. And like I said, this season is so fucking stacked. Also, Fate, the new Fate series just started. It just had its premiere. I haven't seen that one yet, but apparently it's really good. You
gotta talk about it, bro. Bro, do an Enkidu cosplay.
So anyway, yeah, back.
He would have to shave his beard for an Enkidu cosplay, though.
To the whole point of the video. Sentenced to be a hero. Great start. Excited to see more. That's really about it. It lived up to the hype. That's about it. See ya.
And we have now been sentenced to watch some peak, man. There are so many good animes happening, and the best part, dude, the season hasn't even started. These high hitters haven't even shown up yet. You realize how ridiculous it is? Do you understand how ridiculous it is that, like, the beginning of a season is just starting? We just had a premiere for Sentenced to be a Hero and a couple other shows. And you know what the craziest part is? Let's do a little flex. You know what the craziest part is? Oh, don't look at this list. Don't look at this list. You're gonna get mad. I'm making a couple videos about this. What I say 3 days ago. And the craziest shit is, Where was that post? There was like a post saying it's crazy how like we're hitting this shit. Like January 4th, I was documenting this, right? January 3rd, January 2nd, I need you to realize how peak I am. It's been 3 days, and as soon as that day passed and I knew that the shadow ban was off, I kept documenting, taking screenshots saying, I'm not crazy, I'm not crazy. And now within that 3 days off, I already fucking shattered my fucking watch time record, personal best, without these new shows even airing. Don't ever fucking tell me that a shadow ban doesn't exist. Don't ever fucking tell me that I'm not peak. Anyways, go check out Charlie. Please check out Mr. Moist Critical. I hope that he gasses up more anime so that we can get more people in. I know a lot of people, like, if Charlie, imagine how the Fate Tards will be acting if they got mad at Giga for trying to, you know, explode the tourism within Fate Tards, you know? If Charlie said it, would they get that mad? I don't know, man.